Hey everybody, today at UPR Garage we're actually going to be installing the new UPR S550 and S650 sway bar end links, and these are adjustable to replace your non-adjustable factory pieces. This is going to give you the ability to adjust your sway bar up and down, and let's get into it. Alright, so for today's project, some tools you're going to need to remove your factory sway bar end links. You'll need a 17mm wrench and an 18mm wrench. So this is going to be to hold the inside nut. This is going to be to hold the outside nut and remove the sway bar end links. For the UPR sway bar end link, you're going to use a 17mm wrench for the inboard nut and a 19 for the outboard. Of course, jack and jack stands for safety, and a tape measure will come in handy for setting your length for your sway bar end links to factory stock or to where you need them for your lowered S550 or S650. Okay, so this is a pretty easy job to do. Once you have the car jacked up and supported, or in our case on a lift, you use a 17mm to hold the inside nut, and then the outer nut's gonna be 18. Just loosen that up and remove it. You're gonna repeat this on the top side of the sway bar end link. Once these are removed, you can install the UPR part. All right, so once you have the lower one undone, you can do the top one, and you can use a ratcheting wrench or a socket or a gun if you have it. Just kind of showing you can do this with hand tools. It's not super tight. But all the Ford nuts are kind of the world's finest thread, so it takes forever. So once you have your factory non-adjustable sway bar end link out, one thing you can do to kind of get this preset is just give it a quick measurement from the center to center, and in this case it's 8 3/4 inches, and we'll just go ahead and run this adjuster out to make it the same. And you can do that by just turning the center portion of the sway bar end link, and another little turn there, and we're 8 3/4. So now these are going to match up, and you'll be able to toss this back in there. Just kind of run the jam nuts down, and we're going to do this finger tight just so you have a kind of a base setting to get in the car real quick. All right, so once you have your kind of baseline settings set, it's just gonna make it easier for you to get everything put together. Go ahead and put the upper portion onto your sway bar tab and the strut. Get your hardware started. So get this washer on there and the lock nut. Just kind of start that by hand. Then on the bottom, you'll have your sway bar here. That's gonna go into your sway bar. And get your hardware started on that. And the baseline setting should allow this to kind of go in and out of both ends, up and down, very easily. That's how you know you're at a baseline setting. If it's hard to get in or out, it's either too tight or too loose, you can adjust it while you're at it here. And then once you're happy with how easy that is to go into both the upper and lower hole, go ahead and tighten everything up. All right, so once you get your hardware tightened for the upper and lower sway bar end link mounts, and by the way, you don't want to use an electric impact gun, something that's got 600 foot-pounds. This is a jam nut, or a nylock nut, so you're just going to go ahead and tighten this by hand, get it good and snug. And then when you go to tighten up your jam nuts, you have an 18mm wrench that you used earlier. So the 18mm wrench is going to use to snug that jam nut to keep your adjustment tight. This being aluminum, you want to use an aluminum wrench to hold this, and if you don't have an adjustable UPR wrench, you need to get you one. It's adjustable, 7075 aluminum, really very handy around any kind of aluminum parts like this. You want to protect the finish. Also has a Zeus tool on the end for your race car guys, your Zeus hoods, and a bit holder. So we're going to use the adjustable wrench to hold the body of the end link, and then just go ahead and snug that 18mm nut. Get that tight and tighten the bottom one. And once it's all snug, then you're done. Just repeat on the other side. All right, so when you're tightening your sway bar end links, one tech tip as well, or any Heim joint that you're using, you want to make sure the Heim joint is actually in line with each other and not up against the body or up against the part that you're tightening the Heim joint on. If the Heim joint is twisted and turned up against the part that it's going to pivot on, it could make some noise. So it's important to have your Heim joints aligned properly before you tighten them up. So that's your UPR adjustable sway bar end link. Get yours at uprproducts.com or any UPR products dealer, or call 561-588-6630.